Hello, everybody, and welcome to this little mini podcast episode, very impromptu. I decided that I wanted to just record this little mini episode for you, just to explain a couple of things that are going on, and also just to encourage you guys that are listening to truly honor your authentic selves, right? So I have decided, and it's been a very, very, very difficult decision, I have to add, that I'm going to stop the podcast for a while. Reason being, I am procrastinating and making excuses for writing my book. Now, I have been guided since, so this is 2023, May 2022. I was gifted a book from Source, and I was at a really dark place at that time, and I got gifted this book, the name, the chapters, the process, everything. And I was like, holy moly, this isn't the book I thought I was going to be writing. Every time I go to start writing a book, a different book comes through. And the book that I was gifted was called Heal. And this book really is a divine process for overcoming life's challenges, whether that be grief, whether that be redundancy, whether that be a cancer diagnosis, whether that be breakup of a relationship, right? We go through all these huge life challenges, and there's not a guidebook or yet, right? So I obviously have been on this huge healing journey myself for the past, well, it'll be 2 years in March, of physical and mental healing. And I am constantly reminded from my angels and guides, write the book and you will heal. Write the book and you will heal. Okay, I hear it all the time. I hear it all the time in meditation. I hear it all the time when I just sit. I hear it when I'm in nature. And I am guided over and over and over. And I have had such resistance to it. And I keep making excuses. And I'm about 8,000 words into this book. And as I write it, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so powerful. The channeled things that come through that I then am backing up with science, and experience and client experience and all the things is so powerful. And I'm like, Susie, what are you doing? Like, why aren't you writing this book, right? And it's my total ego and habitual self that is preventing me from stepping and living with this authentic, aligned version of myself as an author. And I love sharing all I learn, and I love hosting events, and I love teaching, and I love all these things. That sometimes I just get really sidetracked, and the podcast isn't income generating. I'm only working part-time at the moment. I say only, I will always only be working part-time. That is my authentic aligned vision for myself, because I want to be able to support in other ways. I also have all my animals that require time and attention. I am a mother, I am a wife, a friend, and I want to create a life that feels expansive, that I can honor and do all those things without those things being afterthoughts, right? Because for me, they are the priority. And this period of 18 months or 20 months or whatever it is, I can't do the maths, of healing has taught me that this is what's important, not trying to fit everything in. So as I record this podcast, this is going to be the last podcast for a while, because the podcast, as I said, is not income generating. I mean, that's not why I do it. So, I want to do it because I love it and I love sharing. But it does take up about 2 hours of my week. between recording it, editing it, advertising it, sharing it, doing the social media. And, that's probably about 10% of my work week. And as somebody who is working part-time and has a million other things to do and also has clients to support, and a book to write, that I'm like, okay, those 2 hours could be used writing my book and really getting invested in that. And I keep meeting people who keep saying to me, write the book. And I know that it's going to support so many people, and it just needs to get done. So this is my nod to you, my encouragement to you to make the difficult decisions that honor your aligned life. So again, I was supposed to be teaching an event this weekend. I only had 3 people signed up. When running an event, and I think this is just a great opportunity to share like small business life with those who maybe don't have a small business, or don't understand the process. But I just want to really encourage you to support your small businesses, your yoga teachers, your meditation teachers, your local shops, like your massage therapists, because running an event involves time preparing and writing the event, heating the event space or hiding the event space. Also the advertising of the events. We get charged fees when we accept money online for events. The energy it takes, the tidying up after the event, and the time it takes the person doing it away from their family, their friends, and other elements of their life. Now, I love doing these moon circles because I just wanted to share, again, my own practices. So this is what I do every new moon and full moon, and I thought it would be super lovely to get people together and do that, and it has been. And those events have typically sold out, but obviously with it being the run up to Christmas, which really feels really strange saying that, I only had 3 people booked. So I made that decision to cancel that event. Now, in the past, I would have been like, no, I'll just do it. It's okay. Right. But I'm not willing to do that anymore. This period has taught me so much self-worth and energy, like the energy that I put into things. And my energy is so valuable, and so is yours. So I want you to really honor yourself, especially as we go into this time of year, and think about where you're expending energy, where you're leaking energy, and how can you recoup that. And I am going to be running a free event on it's Sunday, the 16th or 17th of December. I will pop a link in this podcast note so you can sign up for that. And that free event, we're really going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at energetics, emotions, how our emotions affect our energy. We're going to be looking at your connection to your intuition and your own authentic self, and the creation of your own purpose-led life, and what that might look like for you. So these are the 3 steps of my group coaching program, Metamorphosis. These are the 3 steps that I have been taking myself to live this beautiful purpose-led life. And these are what I'll be sharing in that beautiful Sacred Circle free event. So I've got loads of incredible things coming up. I've got the launch of my group program again. I have my first cohort of my group coaching ladies are just away to enter the last part about connecting with their meaningful life purpose, which I'm so excited about guiding them with that. I also sneaky, and let me know if you listen to this podcast or watch this podcast. It would be awesome to see how many people actually do, because my beautiful friend Susan Finley and I are actually going to be launching our own membership, and that's going to be taking place next year. So there's loads of stuff going on in the background between my group coaching, my writing, the launch of this new membership that we have coming up. So yeah, I just really need to prioritize my energy. You can probably hear my voice a little bit tired today. I am in bed, but that's because I sprained my ankle falling off a wall, trying to get on a horse. But yeah, so I just wanted to share with you that this will be the last podcast for a while. But do hop over to, I've got a Facebook group as well that I'm kind of reigniting. So I'm looking forward to being in that space again, getting a bit more interaction with people in that way, you know, through the live sessions, through the Facebook group, Instagram, Facebook, etc. But before I go, I just wanted to read to you my personal vision statement for 2023. See if it still aligns for 2024. This is something that my group coaching clients create for themselves as they move into their own purpose-led lives. But I just wanted to read you my one, and just hopefully it'll help explain a bit about where I'm at, where I'm going, and how you guys all fit into this equation. And that's not to say I won't be back doing the podcast, but right now, I'm just in this transitionary period of also changing my name back to Spirit and Soul. Oh yeah, forgot to say that. So it's changing my name back to Spirit and Soul, which feels so right. Like it feels so right. And yeah, so doing a new website, getting that set up. There's a lot behind the scenes. And as I say, I do only work part-time now, and I'm really conscious. I don't want to burn myself out and run myself into the ground. You know, listen to last week's podcast. That's all about burnout, and hopefully that'll support you. But anyway, here's my personal vision statement. To lead a life that allows me to thrive in all areas, to have passionate and loving relationships with family and friends, to love, honor, and nourish myself deeply, to feel expansive and open with time and energy, to run a spiritual healing business that inspires, empowers, and truly supports women to heal, feel good about themselves, leading from the heart and following their passions whilst living abundantly in health, wealth, and love. My business supports me massively, mentally, physically, and spiritually, providing a great income for supporting my family and my chosen causes. My creative self feels fully expressed and embodied. I create a loving, healthy, and safe home which is filled with joy, happiness, and laughter. I spend time in nature, growing food, plants, and giving back to Mother Earth, spending time with animals and loving and protecting them. So that is my vision. That was my vision, is my vision for 2023. I love that last line actually about working with nature and plants, because next year I start my forest therapy practitioner course in March. So I will be looking for case studies for that. So follow me on socials. Email list as well is a great place to do that. And yeah, I'll be sharing more of that. I have actually created a free, this just feels like a good old yap now. I have actually created a free 3-day process that you can download that has some meditations, journal prompts. It's called 3 Days to Self. I will pop a link if you want to sign up to download that as well. So there's loads of support out there. Do reach out to me. I'd love to know if you've listened to this episode. I will be back at some point. But for now, I am going to prioritize my health, reading my books, and sitting in my bed, creating the magic. Okay, I love you guys so much, and I will be back soon. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you tuning in. Thank you.